What's up, everybody? I'm Kansu, and this is Crystal Corner. Today's video, we're going to be talking about how to read a natal chart. Pretty much, what does planets mean on the zodiac? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to talk about planetary alignment this, planetary alignment that. Oh, I'm a sun sign Cancer. But do you really know what that shit means? Nah, most people don't. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to break it down just a little bit so you can kind of understand it. Y'all might want to get a pen and paper today because you're going to have some notes. All right? So, with that said, when it comes to reading natal charts, there's a few things that go into play. There's multiple planets that make up who you are. We understand that we're not just our sun sign. In fact, our sun sign isn't really even who we actually are. Your sun sign is actually, who you're learning to be this lifetime. We'll get into that. So, on a natal chart, it's just something that looks like this. When you get it printed off, it's got all these lines and shit. We're not going to worry about that today, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take the notebook here with a little bit of notation or annotation, if you will. I'm just going to run down the planets real quick first, name all of them, and then what we'll do is I'll go through and I'll explain to you guys what each of them means, okay? So the first thing you'll see is something called your ascendant or your rising sign, okay? On a natal chart, what you'll see is, you see that AS? That's your ascendant or your rising sign, okay? The next one you'll see is your sun. Sun looks like that. It's a circle with a dot in it, all right? Boom. So you've got your ascendant, you've got your sun. This is actually my chart I'm using here, just for reference. Next one we have is our moon sign. You see that right there? That's your moon, okay? Venus. Looks like that. It's the female sign. You got Mars right there. Male sign. The mojo, if anybody's familiar with Austin Powers, you know, he lost his mojo. He was wearing one of these necklaces or a Mars necklace. What do we have next? We have Mercury. See if you guys can see that. This is Mercury right here. Kind of looks like female, like the Venus sign here, with what I would call horns on top of it, you know. That's Mercury right there. Jupiter is the next planet. This is Jupiter here. Kind of looks like a number 4 to me, a little curved 4. Saturn is the next one. This is Saturn. Right there. That's Saturn. Then we have Neptune. Right there. This is Uranus. Okay. And then we have Pluto. See if you can see that. Pluto looks like that. Don't worry about the rest of the stuff on here. It's because I have, some shit on here like asteroids. It's a little bit more advanced. We'll probably do that in another video. But there are a couple more planets on here like this one. Your point of fortune. That's important. We'll get into that detail a little bit later. As well as this one. It's like a K with a line and a circle under it. That's called Chiron, okay? That's important for what we're doing today. And then we have our north node, which is this one right here, your north node, okay? With that said, now we're going to go ahead and go through those signs and explain to you what each one is, okay? So, the first one, your ascendant, or some people like to call it your rising sign. Your rising / ascendant side is actually what your soul actually is, okay? I'm going to reiterate that. Your ascendant / rising sign is what your soul is, okay? So that's who you truly are at your essence, deep down inside. That's who you really and truly are, okay? For me, because I'm using this for reference so you guys can see it, AS is your ascendant, Leo. I am truly a Leo. personality-wise, who I am at my foundation. I'm a Leo. Expressive, you know, I have a magnetic pull to me, kind of like the sun, you know. Just people recognize and see me. It just is what it is. It's how Leos are. See? So that's your rising sign. That's who you actually are, okay? The next one is your sun sign. Your sun sign, which would be like, oh, you're a Taurus, oh, you're a Cancer, oh, you're a Capricorn, because based off of your birthday when you were born, that's who you're learning to be this lifetime, okay? That's not who you truly are. That's who you are learning to be. Remember I told you guys to take notes, okay? Your sun sign is actually how your ego expresses itself. That's the mask you wear when you go out in public and people see you and kind of get a read on who you are and how you operate. They're going to take you to be whatever energy that is. Personally, my sun sign's a Cancer, okay? So people typically see me as an emotional, nurturing type of being, whereas my ascendant sign dictates that I am a Leo. I like to be the center of attention, but you pair that with your sun sign, it makes me want to be the center of attention, but also I'm emotional. I get overwhelmed easily. Makes sense? I'm an empath. I can't really help that. Your moon sign dictates your emotions, okay? So that's going to be how you deal with things, how you express yourself when you're feeling a certain type of way. Not only that, your moon sign is actually who you are at home when there's nobody around, okay? When there's nobody around and you're, you know, just being yourself in your own personal space, you're going to be operating in your moon. For me, as you guys see, moon, that's that right there. I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus moon. At home, I'm stubborn as shit. Okay? You ain't gonna make me do nothing I don't want to do. At my essence, at my core of who I am and how I express my emotions, I'm stubborn as shit. I'm a Taurus. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I also love food, and I like to sit on the couch and just be chilling and, you know, minding my own goddamn business. I'm using these ideas, I guess you could call them, in order to get you guys to kind of better understand how you operate. So when you look at your chart and you might see that your moon is in an Aries, you in Aries, that means that at the end of the day, you think about what you can get out of a situation and how it benefits you. I mean, you might be very helpful and want to help other people and do things for people, and that's all cool, fine, and dandy. But because Aries is not only the first sign, but it's the first fire sign, there's nothing before them. They're the head of the body. They don't really think about other people in the way that other signs do. Aries is going to think about what they can do for others, but how do they benefit from it? If it's not a balance between what they can benefit from, they're not really going to make a certain type of move, if that makes sense. Okay? Your Venus sign is the next one, okay? Going back to show you what that sign looks like, this is Venus. You see mine is in Leo. So obviously, I use my Venus sign like a Leo. Venus deals with love, sex, beauty, seduction, and attraction. So when you're dealing with your planet Venus, that is pretty much going to be how you go about loving people around you and how you expect that love to be reciprocated, okay? Again, mine being Leo, I like attention. I like affection. That's just my thing. But it also deals with how you go about giving that type of energy to someone else. All of these planetary alignments are just energies of how you express yourself in different ways and different capacities, okay? So for me personally, when I'm expressing, I'm giving that person all of the spotlight, all of the attention, all of the affection, because I express like a Leo. For you, you might express like a Pisces or something like that. So you'll be a little bit more emotional but understanding. It just depends. You know, if you guys need your chart read, once again, I do astrological reports like this. It'll come to you similar to this. I like to handwrite my stuff out. You can definitely go ahead to the Crystal Corner website. It's crystalcorner.bitcartel.com. I will leave the link in the description below. If you guys need me to go ahead and read your report for you. But moving on. We just did Ascendant, Sun, Moon, and Venus. Now we're going to go over to Mars. People get Mars twisted and they think that it's a planet strictly based off of rage. I'm going to tell you that that's not true. Mars has a dual nature. Mars has the blood red rage and passionate side, and it also has the rose colored glasses passionate side, depending on your expression. If it's kind of unbalanced, you're going to be seeing blood red. You're going to want to tear some shit up. You're going to want to fuck some shit up. You're going to deal with your anger a different type of way, okay? But if you're dealing with the rose side of Mars, it's going to be a little bit more calm in its expression. Excuse me, I don't know why that was so hard to get out. If I was to relate them to a couple Kemetic deities, you've got your Bast and your Sekhmet. Bast is a, you know what? I'm actually going to grab them. All right, boom. So you got Bast. Everybody knows Bast from Black Panther, right? Protector goddess, warrior aspect. She's a little bit more cunning, you know what I'm saying? A little bit softer in her dealings as far as how she handles her business. So this would be the rose-colored side of a Mars, okay? Then you have your Sekhmet. It's the Sekhmet, the lion goddess, the ripper, the slasher, the terror, the one of the eyes of Ra. I'm not really sure at this moment right now which eye it is, but I know she's one of them eyes, okay? This one right here will fuck you up. This is the flame right here. This is the side of the shit that you don't want to see when you really got somebody fucked up, or they really got you fucked up and you ready to get in their ass. This one right here is the rage side of Mars. I use these two in comparison because, like I said, there's two sides to Mars. Same energy, different expression, okay? All right. So, with that said, Mars deals with love once again, just like Venus does. It's just a different way of going about it. It also deals with passion, rage, and your sexual desires. Remember I said Venus deals with sex and beauty? You know, that's like the whole loving aspect of it. Mars deals with the down and dirty, how we gonna get this done, like I'm trying to get at it type aspect. If you guys need any clarification, please comment below. You can also email me at crystalcorner6@gmail.com. That's Crystal Corner with K's, just like the channel. All right, boom. So the next one we're going to move on to would be Mercury, okay? Let's go back to the chart so I can show you what Mercury looks like as soon as I find that motherfucker on here. All right, boom. Mercury's right here. It looks like Venus with horns, okay? Mercury is your thought process. How do you think? How do you express your thoughts and your ideas, and how do you communicate? It also deals with travel. So what do you think about, you know, new adventures and stuff like that, and the types of places you want to go? Me personally, once again, guys, if you ain't figured it out by now, I got a lot of Leo energy. Mine is in Leo. So I think like a Leo. I think of the best way to express myself in a way that people get the idea. I want to be the best in everything that I do, not to take over anyone else, but because I know that I can be the best at absolutely everything that I put my hands on. Just like they say, Drake got the Midas touch. He learned that shit from me, and you can quote it. I was just being silly with y'all, but still. All right, so again, Mercury deals with thought, communication, and ideas and expression thereof. All right, so when you're looking at your chart and you see their Mercury, and their Mercury is in Libra, that means they're gonna have a very, very balanced, rational, but idealistic way of thought and communication, okay? So they'll be able to see both sides of the coin. You can apply that across the board. If you guys have any trouble trying to figure out how people operate under different signs, when you look at these up on your chart, the best thing to do, because you're at the center of your chart, is to look at the people around you. Check out your friends, family, mama, daddy, uncle, auntie, cousin, them, everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Chart them if you have to. If you don't chart them, I'll do it for you, and I'll be able to explain that relation. But I say that to say, the people that are closest to you are going to be the ones that show you how this energy works the most readily, okay? So if you're trying to tap into your Taurus and you don't know how to go about it, find your cousin or your sister that's a Taurus and try to express the way that they do. If they're a little bit more open and you realize that you're reserved, try to be like them. Understanding that everyone out here in the world is just a reflection of you, okay? So if they're a reflection of you, they're trying to reflect to you how that you can better yourself and better use these energies, because that's all this is. We're all energy, light beings learning how to live in a human experience, and your natal chart shows you how to best do that. But moving on, we still got planets to cover, okay? I don't want this video to be too long. The next planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and luck, okay? So what does that mean? How do you get your luck? How do you get to be lucky? How do you get to expand on things? You would deal with Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet that does bring money as well and success, but Jupiter's known to bring quick success. So how do you get your quick success? What is quick success? For me, we like to deal with money here. You guys, if you haven't already gone and watched it, go ahead and watch my video on ancestor money. Get you some of this here. That's a quick way to expand on your financial situation, on your mental situation, on your home situation. The way that I go about that energy is, once again, this is Jupiter. Can you guys see that? All right, boom, Jupiter, Leo. I have to be expressive. The only way for me to expand on what it is I want is I have to be expressive. I have to be like a Leo. For you, it might be an Aquarius, okay? Aquarius is the sign that deals with relationships and the foundations thereof. So if that's the case and you're an Aquarius Jupiter, that means you need to be like Aquarius and focus on the foundations of your relationships. Your relationships will help you grow. For me to grow, because my Jupiter is in Leo, I have to be expressive and express my ideas and give my energy out to the world so that it can come back. Got it? Moving on. Saturn is the planet that deals with discipline, order, money, success, and business. Now remember I said that Jupiter deals with short-term success and quick luck. Saturn deals with longevity of the same types of things that Jupiter does, but everything that you get from Saturn comes with the test. The sign that's ruled by Saturn is Capricorn. Ever wonder why Capricorns can do shit that people just normally aren't able to do? That's why. Capricorn's sign is, their mascot is a goat. You know, goats can walk straight up the side of a mountain with very little to hold on to. And expect everyone else to be able to do the same thing. Now, like I said, with Jupiter comes a test. I'm sorry, not Jupiter. With Saturn, it comes a test. If you pass the test, you'll be granted the longevity of the things that you've been working on. Long story short, you have to see where your Saturn is. You see mine is here in Aquarius. What does that mean? It means that I'm tested by the types of bonds that I create with people. Some people might flex, some people might be here for a long period of time. But in order for me to get longevity in things, I have to be expressive, but I also have to focus on the relationships that I have in building the foundation of them, and then they will reap the benefit later. Whether that relationship is a business relationship or a job or an idea or something that I'm doing, whether it be my art, my readings, my videos, acting, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? You just got to focus on it. It's going to be hard, but once you get through that and you develop your discipline, because remember we said Saturn deals with discipline and order, you'll be granted the monetary gain or the notoriety or whatever it is that you're looking to get out of it down the road, and it'll stay. Whereas Jupiter is a quick thing. So if you're trying to deal with Jupiter, Jupiter is good for working with the lottery and stuff like that. You want to play the lottery, you know, embody that energy. Go get a scratch-off ticket on Jupiter Day. We'll do what day that is on another video. Neither really here nor there right now. I'm just saying Jupiter deals with expansion short term. So people get the view on you. It's like going viral on a video. You know, you might put it out there, just being your complete self, and then it goes viral. It's like, oh shit, how'd I do that? And you're never able to do again. Whereas if you do it with Saturn and you put the work in, keep doing the videos, keep doing whatever it is, you know, you'll get that raise, you'll get that notoriety. Versus, you know, a quick award. Hey, how you doing? Your employee of the month, and nobody thinks about the shit again. That's the difference between Jupiter and Saturn is the difference between becoming employee of the month and becoming a new CEO. You see what I'm saying? They're different levels of notoriety, but one's a little bit longer, one's, oh, you know, real quick, and then it's here and gone. Moving on, though. Neptune is the next planet. All right, find it on the chart. See it? Neptune looks like a trident. King Neptune from SpongeBob. Everybody knows that. Neptune from the new movie Aquaman. Same shit. Looks like a trident. Because it is. Neptune deals with romance, heaven, your spiritual powers, and your dreams. Okay? What does that mean? That basically means you learn how to be romantic and express your dreams and your idea of heaven, which is, you know, creating heaven on earth here, whatever it is that you feel to be comfort, you're going to express in the way of whatever sign that falls under. For me, it falls under Capricorn. My mom's a Capricorn, and I can say one thing about my mom. She loves the finer things, bro. Ain't no whack shit around here. She likes really nice stuff. Might not necessarily cost a lot, but it's got to be nice. I'm the same way. I don't like to spend a whole lot of money on shit, but everything that I have has to be nice, whether I make it myself or I buy it, like this flag here, my Haitian flag. Matter of fact, today is January 3rd, so I'd like to send a quick shout out back on January 1st. Happy belated Independence Day to all my Haitians out there. Sac passe. To all the Haitians out there, I love y'all. Back to the video though. I know I'm a little scatterbrained. I'm a Cancer. My water runs. Y'all gotta bear with me. If you've been watching my videos, I already know how this goes. Okay? So, like I said, Neptune deals with romance, heaven. So that's the idea of, you know, creating your comfort space, creating your zone or wherever it is that you feel the most comfortable. Typically your home. Spiritual powers and dreams. Now, spiritual powers is important. If you wanted to know what your spiritual powers were, you would look up what the powers are, or spiritual powers are for, my example would be a Capricorn. You might be, I don't know, a Sag. So if your Neptune falls in Capricorn, like mine, you would look up spiritual powers related to Capricorn. You can just do a quick Google search. Read everything you can about it, and that'll tell you what you do. Me personally, I'm a healer. That's just because of my planetary placement. All your natal chart is a roadmap of how you are and how you operate, why you came here, and what you came here to do. People like to say they don't know what their passion is. It's because they haven't gotten the chart done, and they don't know what to do. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys figure out what it is that you came here to do, okay? The way that you do it, natal chart. What did we just say? You don't know what your passion is, what your spiritual power is, and you're interested, have a chart done by me, or pull your own chart, look up where your Neptune is, whatever sign that is in. Like I said, mine is in Capricorn. Disregard the planet. Disregard the planet. Look at the sign. That's Capricorn, okay? Look up spiritual powers for Capricorn, Sag, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra, Leo, Aries, whatever it is, look it up, okay? And that'll be able to help guide you a little bit better on your road. That's all I'm trying to help you guys do, is just get you to where you're going, okay? Next planet we have is Uranus. That deals with adventure, change, retribution, disruption, and hidden teachings. So all of the things that you have questions about that are hidden in your subconscious that you really don't know how to go about, where do you find it? How do you find it? What do you need to do to change yourself and how you move in the regular world with that personality we told you was your sun sign, your ego? How do you switch that around to be able to pull those hidden things up out the dark? Because we all understand that out of darkness comes the light, not the other way around. Out of darkness comes the light, okay? For me, Uranus, Capricorn once again. Again, we said my mom is a Capricorn. I give you guys that example because I want you to start looking at the relatives and friends and family you have around you. The closest one to you is going to be the one to show you how to use these energies, okay? So for me, in order to be the best that I can be and to pull those hidden gems out, it's crazy to say, but I got to be more like my mom. My mom's the best person I fucking know, bro. Can't say enough about my mom. It ain't about her today. This video is not about her, but she is like the best person ever. I don't know how she does what the fuck she does, how she makes time to do everything, and just, man, that woman is amazing. But because I have that same energy, if I just try to be a little bit like her, I'll get what it is that I'm trying to do as far as, my hidden teachings, adventure in how do I change. I have a problem with change. I don't like it. It's not my thing. But in order to be able to deal with change, be like her. For you, it might be your auntie, your grandma, your cousin, best friend, husband, wife, whatever. Be a little bit more like them in that aspect and how they deal with change, and that'll help you deal with change. You see what I'm saying? Okay. All right. We got 4 planets to go. We're almost done. Okay? So, the next planet is Pluto. Pluto deals with obsessions, lust, the art of sex, death, and rebirth. The main thing that I like to talk about or focus on when it comes to Pluto is death and rebirth. When I hear death and rebirth, I hear phoenix. I hear end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. How do you reinvent yourself? For me, personally, I was always the new kid in school. I've been in a whole bunch of different schools growing up, and I was always the new kid. But it wasn't a bad thing because being the new kid, I got to reinvent myself. How do I go about doing that? Well, my Pluto's in Scorpio. So what do Scorpios do? Scorpios are the water sign that rule over swamp water. They can be refreshing, but they also sit back in the depths of the water, feel what's going on, and make their moves without other people knowing them. That means that I'm going to be out in public, I'm going to be around people, but I'm also going to be reserved to myself, observe my surroundings, and pick where I fit in the best and go along with that lane without drawing too much attention to myself, because I may like the spotlight because of all this Leo energy, but I deal with being in the spotlight because I'm more private than I give off. You dig what I'm saying? So once again, I reinvent myself by going about life and change and recreating a new image for me like I would a Scorpio. I have a best friend that's a Scorpio, and I try to be a little bit like that individual when it comes to reinventing yourself and, being reserved but still out there. There's a fine line between being out in the world and just being too heavily involved in. You can still be out there without people being all in your shit, if that makes sense. Once again, if you guys need clarification, please like, comment, share, subscribe if you like my content. Leave a comment, leave a note, email me, and I'll get right back to you to kind of give you a little bit more clarification on what I'm talking about here. All right? The next planet is called Chiron. Remember I told you that might be a little bit important. Chiron is this one here. It's a K with the circle on it. Mine is in Cancer. Chiron is known as the wounded healer. So, with that being said, the wounded healer means, what did you come here wounded with this lifetime, and what do you need to heal within yourself? Okay? Personally, let's go back to this chart once again. My Chiron, if you can see, is in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is the first water sign. They deal with emotions. It means that I have to be more emotional and more expressive, more open about what I'm feeling, whereas I'm very reserved. I do not like to express my emotions. I don't like expressing my feelings. I don't like talking about them. But in order to grow and heal myself, I've had to step out of that bag and be more expressive. And once I did that and understood the meaning of this Chiron planet here, the different avenues and lanes of my life have begun to open up to make everything more calm around me because I took the time to calm myself from the inside out, okay? So for you, yours might be in Taurus. Means you need to focus on home, focus on yourself, and focus on, your material gain. Not necessarily for a greedy thing, but, create the lap of luxury around yourself. That you can apply that across all of the signs, just look up what they are, how they move, and that'll give you a better idea of how you heal. Once again, like I said, my Chiron is in Cancer, so I have to be more emotional. That's what my wounded healer is telling me to do, okay? My favorite on this whole chart is this thing called the point of fortune, okay? Or what I like to call the escape about the matrix. How do you get about them boxes and constructs people done put around your ass? It's a circle with an X. This is the point of fortune right here. Mine's in Taurus. Means I gotta spend more time at home and create my lap of luxury and focus on my monetary and financial gain for my own benefit so that I can continue to be comfortable. Because the more comfortable that I am in my own space, the more calm I can be, the calmer I can keep my energy, the better I can go out into the world without bringing extra baggage, okay? So look up where your point of fortune is. Once again, if you guys need help, I do these charts. It's a circle with the X in it. If you see it on your chart, and there you go. The last one is your North Node. Your North Node is your shadow self. In order to find your true self, you must dive into the depths of your own darkness. Darkness isn't something to be afraid of. Dark just means hidden. Hidden just means things that haven't been explored yet. So what does that mean for you? I'll tell you what it means for me. My hidden self were things that I was neglecting about me, different defense mechanisms I've developed, and the reasons why I went ahead and did that. In order to fix that, you have to kind of do some meditations, which we'll probably do in another video later on down the road here, in order to tap into why it is that I react a certain way. Why is it that I get pissed off when somebody says something a certain way? Or why is it that, it could be simple shit. Why do I love eating fucking nachos? You know, going into the depths of my subconscious, the darkness, to bring out that light. Because once again, out of the darkness comes the light. Me personally, why the fuck do I like nachos? So I sat there, meditated, thought about it. Well, shit, you like nachos because your mom used to make them every once in a blue moon, and they used to make you happy as fuck because you didn't get them often. Now, as an adult in my adult life, if I can get me some goddamn nachos and they're good, I'm going to be happy as hell. But it all stemmed from a childhood memory, me pulling that up out. That's a very obscure reference to your shadow self. Your shadow self is just a hidden part of yourself that you haven't fully integrated with your waking self, with the light, which is the self that you give off to the rest of the world. That'd be your ego, your personality, or your sun sign, which is a circle with a dot. Okay, who you're learning to be this lifetime. I'm learning to be a Leo this lifetime because that's where my sun sign is. When I'm at home by myself, I'm actually a Taurus. But my soul is a Leo, okay? Once again, if you guys have any questions, I just wanted to give a real quick video about how to read a natal chart and what the planets mean. You can get at me at Crystal Corner on Instagram, spelled the same way as the channel. crystalcorner6@gmail.com with any questions. Leave a comment below, like, share, and subscribe. If you like my content, please help me grow my channel. My goal is to have 20,000 viewers by the end of 2019. This is the beginning of 2019, so if you guys help me, I'll help you. We'll be doing some giveaways and a few things up here coming up in the future. Remember, I do have crystals going on for sale, starter packages, anything you guys need. Once again, I'm here to help. I'm Kansu, this is Crystal Corner, and I'm going to get at y'all at a later date. Peace.